Okay. Now people say to me, this makes them unsteady, they run in. No, it don't. When
I disagree with that. Yeah.
When I blow that stop whistle, they start. Some people say you should never train with a tennis ball. I've never heard such rubbish. You hear everything on the internet, Ray, don't you? Everybody's an expert on the internet. And yet, are they putting videos up and showing people dogs trained?
Well, I was just going to say, I don't see any other videos going up, only yours, Chris, because it comes across that you've got nothing to hide. You're showing your videos of how you train your dogs, which I think is a good idea, but because most times you've got to pay for that,
yeah,
and you're putting them up there to help people
yeah.
for nothing, and yet
and yet you're getting knocked for it,
yeah,
for being honest, Ray. And that's the terrible thing about it. If everybody was more honest, then no one would be going after me, because they'd realise how many people in the trial world discipline their dogs, how many people in the shooting world discipline their dogs, and it does not mean because you use discipline you're cruel, but it's how they portray it and try and sell their ideology out there. The pet people, the fluffy people who've got no idea that these dogs are put under extreme pressure of birds dropping all around them.
Well, yeah.
And if they can't be under control in that situation, and in this situation, then how can you do it? So I build the drive up to such a great level, and the desire, that when I put the stop on them, they don't want to sit. Why would you want to sit? Because you've been chasing this. Get out! Because you've had nothing but fun of doing that and building drive and desire. With that drive and desire, I can train any dog. Without drive and desire, it's a nightmare. If you haven't, if you haven't got that keenness and that control when you need it, but not obsessive obedience trainer, my obedience comes in afterwards, Ray, not to begin with. Not to begin with. My obedience comes in afterwards.
Yeah.
It's these what I'm selling. These are what I'm showing people, not myself. I'm not on the internet for my own ego. I'm on the internet to help people who are struggling with dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
I can show fully trained dogs all day long and never dogs making mistakes. But I'm showing dogs making mistakes, I'm showing people making mistakes, and the clients are decent enough to say, use the video, Chris, if it helps others. And that's what it's all about.
But I can't understand maybe it's just my way, that they treat, and I don't believe in that treat trade, because they're then doing it for the treat and not for what you're trying to teach them.
Yeah.
You know, and they'll run out the ball there, make an effort that, oh well, I did go out and look for it, come back to, I couldn't find it, Dad, where's my sweet? To me, you're instilling the
I'm
wrong...
not in the pet world, Ray. And if that's what pet people want to do, that's up to them. I don't go into their world telling them that they don't know what they're talking about, they shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
But don't come into my world telling me. It's the same as going into a good carpenter's world, and telling him he's useless. Or yourself, a man who's got skills with leather work and you're good with your hands. You get idiots telling you that you're not doing it right, and you've been doing it so long, and you know how to do it, and you've got all the tools. Well, my tools are basic.
Yeah.
I haven't got loads of tools. I don't need them, because the dogs understand me. They want to play the game.
Yeah.
Because they play the game, they want to do it. That's why they take discipline and don't fear me. Anybody will fear discipline if it comes from a bolt out of the sky and they've never seen it. These dogs get discipline if they really need it, but very seldom do they need it. 5% of their training is discipline. They are sitting there because they want this ball. Get out. And you could say, yeah, but anyone can do that. Of course you can. But the idea is, can you control them when you put the drive into them? That's the difference. Can you get that training back into them? Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. These dogs, they love me, Ray. They love to be out with me. They want to be with me.
Well, yeah, you can see.
Look at me, I'm wet.
Yeah, you're soaking wet, mate. Yeah.
I don't mind. It's my job. I change my clothes because these are my mates, right? And they love to be with me, and they love to be with the new owners when they go to the new owners.
Yeah.
Because they've been conditioned right. These dogs don't fear people. They don't fear other dogs. They're conditioned. Your dogs come in the field with all these dogs since you've been here.
Yeah. Just a hypothetical question.
Good one.
That's just condoned it really, because she sits up a lot of the time. She comes in and she lays.
Yeah, she always has. Some do, some don't.
Right, so but there's nothing.
I don't worry about it.
No, I'm not worried about it, but it still shows that keenness, doesn't it?
Let's walk up here, Ray, slowly.
Yeah.
If I walk, they take the right. They move. Why? Because I haven't told them to sit. But if I told them to sit, I'd have to release them before we...
Well, yeah, before we move, yeah,
Yeah.
I understand that.
But what I'm saying is...
Excuse me.
They look so focused, and yet if I haven't got the racket, they'll just be messing in the field. But as soon as I got the racket and do this...
They know there's a bit of playtime involved.
Look at the expert dog, the
Yeah,
dog
look.
with the expert, and now she says that. But she's got to learn that she's not going to win the game by staying out there, so we just reverse this way and look down across that
Look
way.
down across there,
and then...
and now she's got all that distance to run.
And then watch. Here she comes. And she's going to realise she's got to follow the pack. So I'm controlling the pack. So now we turn around again, Ray.
And she's not so far out.
Not so far out.
But she's wise, isn't she? You know, you can't knock the dog for using its head, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a lovely bitch. I do like that one. Yeah.
Get out.
As I say, mate, yeah, you give me a £5 and I'll take it off your
Yeah.
hands for you, mate.
Yeah.
In fact, you can put it in the car now if you want.
But you know what, Ray? What the funny thing is I take my time with my dogs. I could, if I was money orientated, rush them out, have them trained at 8 months, and sell somebody a robot, right? A conditioned robot. But I love my job because I don't burn myself out training dog after dog after dog, day in, day out, right? I take my time with the dogs. I get the best out of them, and I can't train them fast enough because everybody wants them when I've trained them. And why?
And
Because
it's
they're the
not
most
a
loyal.
Yeah, it's not a
beautiful.
slow job, is it? It's a long-winded job to
2
train
years,
them.
Ray, to train a dog to a good standard.
Yeah, yeah.
And if anybody tells you, oh, I've done it in 6 months, they're talking out the backside.
Well, they're liars, aren't
Wait
they?
till they take it on the shoot, under temptation, it won't listen to them.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the difference. You know, that's the difference.
Because mine, with my cocker, when I take him there, he sits by me, he's off the leash,
Yeah.
and he'll sit there and he'll watch the birds as they're being driven over, but he won't move until I send him out,
Yeah.
you know, and which is what you want. You don't want a dog running in.
But on your videos of your dogs the other day that I've looked at and,
Yeah,
edited
yeah.
and put together and put out there, your dog has got as much drive and desire as these for one reason, Ray. You've not destroyed it. If you destroy it from day one and put the suppression into the dog, make it sit, make it stay, make it wait, right? You slow it right down, you suppress it, right?
Yeah.
These dogs, I'll ask you a question. We're playing this game here.
Yeah.
What is the most important element of that game
Is
for those
that
dogs?
is that ball?
Yeah. What's
So-
the most important element they're learning by playing this game with this racket and this ball?
Hunting, I should think.
No,
And-
no, not hunting.
No, right.
Getting to the fall, getting to where the ball is and learning distance.
So you could say it's a form of learning to mark.
Yes.
Learning to mark a
true.
bird. Yeah.
So you know a bird comes down out the sky and you go get out, it's watching the bird, it's not going out there putting its nose down and hunting, it's watching the bird visually. And a spaniel has got a tendency to put his nose down and hunt and drop short. So what we're saying to them is, don't drop short, and I can't throw a tennis ball as far as I can hit with a tennis racket.
Right, yeah.
So they're learning to go out and follow the movement, look. They're working on the movement. If I swing this racket,
there you go. That's it.
I don't need to say the word, Ray. They think, Jesus Christ, he's put it out there, where is it?
Yeah, where's it gone?
So it's important that I don't bung this in the heavy thick stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Because I want them to learn to get to the fall. But
Now,
that drive and desire they go out with is creating a drive up there.
Yeah.
Then when I put the stop on them, it comes down to there. But guess what? They never forget it because I've always been up there. So that
Yeah.
drive that's up there
You keep them
comes
peak-
back
Yeah, yeah.
when they get on the element of the chase.
Yeah.
Because when I put the stop on them, Ray, it's going to suppress the dog for a day or two until it realises what I want.
Right.
And,
right. Yeah.
and like I've showed you on the videos, when I take one dog out singly and bang that tennis ball out, that dog's not allowed to go till it's told, Ray.
No. Would I be right in saying that I've heard it said, and to a point I think I agree, that we're stood here, we whacked something out and we whacked it over in that lot, like.
Yeah.
We could see roughly where that's dropped, you know, if it dropped in that
Yeah.
yellow clover or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But if you put yourself on the dog's level,
You're dead right.
he can't see where it's been dropped, so he has an idea
Yeah.
roughly, so he marks it roughly.
Yeah.
And I've noticed just before they get to the area, down goes the head
Yeah.
to hunt for it, you
Yeah.
know. And providing they're in the right way of the wind, with the wind in their face, they'll pick it up fairly quick. But
Yeah.
if not, you've got to put them beyond that point and hunt them back into you, haven't you?
Spot on, Ray. Yeah.
To
spot on.